The idea is I need to find friends who have not seen JoJo's. And I will basically 2 truths, 1 lie about JoJo plot points to them, and see which ones they get right. Yeah, I feel that the rest is important now, and I'm glad you're well rested. Yeah. It's important not to burn myself out. I've not seen JoJo's, poor souls. And I volunteer. Heck yeah. Just be like, okay. Because there was definitely, like, it was last night where I was like, yeah. We were like, yeah, like, this is a plot point JoJo's. And someone's like, you're fucking with me, right? And we're like, no, that's actually, like, a JoJo's plot point. Why not do the, is this JoJo or no? That's a good name for it. I'll have to keep that in mind. But yeah, like, that is something I kind of want to do in the future, potentially. Because I do think it would just be very, very silly. Okay, it's dubstep opera. Admittedly, I need to stop creating projects for myself, I think is one of the things I need to do. Because I have, like, so many ideas for shit I want to do, and I just do not have, like, the fucking hours or the time or the energy to implement it. It's like, that's one of those things where it's like, it will probably be on the back burner for a while. Ooh, did someone request Citus music? Welcome on Sine Cosine Tangent, although you did just get hit with the ads. Unfortunate ad timing. Like, does Citus do a lot of, like, dubstep opera? Because, like, I can actually appreciate this. Because it takes, like, the rhythm, like... It reminds me a little bit of, like, a lot of the songs I love from K-pop Demon Hunter, where it's, like, it's a very, like, trap-based, like, drum line, but then, like, you add the, like, really high-effort vocal and, like, clarity of voices, and it ends up being, like, a really, really fun mix. I got something going on between my teeth. Bizarre. I'm trying to think what it would even be. Oh, you know what? It's probably like green onion or some shit. This week for lunch I made salmon cakes. And they were good. They were good, but unfortunately not necessarily super filling. I realized I should probably not the scent. I probably won't recover from that. I mean, you could delete it. Okay. Kasai, I'm gonna ruin your whole life. I'm so sorry. I'm just reading the first 4 words of this thing that you sent me. Sorry, the first 5. That's all I'm gonna read out loud. I'm not into vor, but Kasai, I'm sorry to say this. That but means you're into vor. If you say I'm not into XYZ thing, welcome on in, Raiders. Good afternoon. Hold up a moment, let me pause the music real quick. Welcome on in. How are you holding up? For those who don't know, it's like work to get chaos creating internet. Bryce from every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday from 7 to 10 PBSD. Mostly play indie games like this one. I'm stuck in ads. I'm sorry. I run them every hour. It's like 3 minutes of ads. Help. Yeah, let me also. Okay, perfect. Thank you for the Twitch shout out. I give you pats on the. I pat you on the head and pat it on the head. But welcome on in. If you're not following Mari, please go do so. Mari. Also, hold up. Very, very important thing. If you are not following, Alexian, thank you for the follow. Welcome to that chick. Glad to have you, sweet bean. But speaking of follows and Mari, very, very important thing. If you are not following Mari on Blue Sky, please do so. She is so close to 4 digits. I'm serious. Like you. I'm so serious. Like, if you love the chaotic energy here, or like, you know, the gremlin energy that I bring, you guys will love Mari to bits. I highly recommend it. Powerwash, and welcome on Ethereal. Good afternoon, Sweet Bean. Thank you for the follow. But yeah, no, go give Mari a check out over on Blue Sky at Radical Mari. You know what? Hold up a moment. I'm grabbing the link. I'm grabbing the link because we need to get Mari there. She is 2 followers away. If you are not following her on Blue Sky and you have an account, do so. She is an absolute joy to be around. And of course, she posts incredibly chaotic and silly things on the timeline. Airberry, thank you for the follow. Welcome to live chat. What have you, sweet bean? And of course, with the 1,000 follower goal, a raffle, and you guys, I'm genuinely so astounded by your art. I feel bad because I want to stick around your streams more often, but like, usually like, because we stream at such a similar time, like by the time I'm done with stream, I'm like, I do not want to interact with another human being for at least 16 hours, and then I have to work 8 hours later. But no, like, if you've not seen already, Mari's art is genuinely spectacular. Do go give her a follow. But yeah, thank you for bringing everyone over. If you gotta go run, take care of the dogs, I completely get it. We're gonna be power washing and yapping. What were we talking about before? Oh, that's right. We were talking. Oh, that's right. I was making fun of my mod. I was making. Y'all want to learn something about one of my mods, Kasayupa? He sent me a message, and the first 5 letters of it were, "I'm not into vor, but." Starkey, can you try to sing opera? Absolutely not. Okay, I'm free. Welcome back. I was just shouting you out both on Twitter or on Twitch as well as on Blue Sky. But yeah, how is? Let me see. What were we up to? Oh, you were just chatting. What were you yapping about? Now is Powerwash Sim. How is Powerwash Sim been going? It's been going relatively well. I was talking about Mass Effect. God. Okay. I'll be honest with you. I'm playing 2 on Wednesday. I will say, so I was learning as much as I could. Okay. Mass Effect 2 is actually the only one I've played, and also the only one I've beaten. I played it when I was like, I think 11. I was like very, very young. Maurice, you said you were 2 followers away from. Yeah, Mari, 2 followers away from 4 followers on Blue Sky. I meant 2 followers away from 4 digits on Blue Sky. It's just a coincidence, I swear. Kasai. Let's go. I will say, if there's one piece of... Welcome on and say, you're glad to have you, sweet bean. If there's one piece of advice, I haven't checked since I got home from work, you are very, very close. And hopefully I was able to give like that last bit of push. But also, if it wasn't me, it'll happen eventually. You absolutely deserve it. I was also gushing about your art while you were gone, so, you know. If you've not seen Mari's art, absolutely spectacular. The piece recently where you were working on that wood texture, I was genuinely like, because like you started art now going on like what, 4 years, 3-4 years you've been doing art, and stop, I'm screaming. Your progress in art has genuinely been astounding. Like, I remember being in a call with Marsh when you were like you were a year in, and he was like, Mari's only been doing this for a year, like. Her shape language is so fucking good. I think 3 years in November. Even like, you know, and that was when you were in a year, and you've only gotten better since then. Your posing, like the lighting, the way you render stuff is like gotten so much better. And I wonder how much of it's also just like now that I'm in my own art journey, like I see it so much more clearly now. But no, like, highly recommend. Read about Mari's art being good. All right, you know what? Fine. Fuck it. All right, let's talk about one of the best up-and-coming artists out there on Blue Sky, on Twitch. Radical Mari, genuinely A, amazing person, but also B, on top of that, amazing artist. Like, I love the way that you handle lighting, the way you handle color, the way you handle texture. In a digital format, you manage to bring across that like painted feeling that I genuinely aspire to be able to reproduce myself someday. and like I'm sincerely glad that like you have found such a passion for art, because it's amazing to see someone bring such amazing sights into the world, and I'm glad to see you around. Hold up, fuck, I hit the wrong thing. But I'm sincerely glad like you've had such passion for, like, you've found such a strong passion for art. And like, you know, because you know, it's seeing other people pick up something that like I was like, because like when I started, I was like, I don't know if I'll be any good at this. but then also like the knowledge that like other people have started art and you know, like later on in life and found that they can do it themselves, like actually helped motivate me a lot. We do use the hopeless core rant. It gets used equal parts for like genuinely motivational and incredible gremlinry. So like you were just victimized this time. But no, like I will gush about you because you're a very, very great person. I don't. Here's the thing. I fuck with Gremlin. Hell yeah. When it comes to like me, I suck so hard at like putting myself out there. But like when it comes to my friends, I'm 100%. Like I'm the industry plant. I'm there to like hype up my friends 100%. I'll be like I'm shameless when it comes to like, yeah, did you see my friend who's doing amazing stuff? I had to walk dogs and get food, have fun in the swamp for sure. Thank you for bringing everyone over, you sweetheart. But yeah, go take care of the dogs. I'm sure they're being gremlins. They were barky earlier. All right, outhouse path. Oh. Outhouse roof and door handle. Wait, there's... Oh, there is... Yeah, you know what makes sense. The Shrek map still haven't done this one. This is the third one. The first one, the Duloc took forever. Like that was like 5 hours, but this one went relatively quickly because we did this and then the Starkey should draw Mario gift art. I actually like really want to start doing more just like gift art for friends. I actually already have a pose in mind that I want to make for Freddy, for Pobmut. And I need to come up with one that I want to do for DA, one for Mari, probably one for Marsh, and just like go down the line of like people that like I really appreciate and I want to draw. Admittedly, with my current speed, I will either get really, really good at drawing fast in the process, or it'll probably just be like a sketch level. Hey, is Swariel here? I do not know, actually. Okay. The Potion Factory is actually, like, a really fun location for, oh, God almighty. This is gonna be a hot minute. we're gonna be here for a while, I think. Summoning Swariel. Well, so that way you can learn that you're not into vor butt. Danger, no running. Well, that sign can't stop me. I don't know how to read. Dinkle best boy. But no. What was I? Oh, you were talking about earlier. Oh yeah, that's right. We were talking about like how I'm still like, even though like I've been in the furry, so like I was lurking in the furry fandom for like a year, like a decade. Like I was like lurking in the furry fandom for a while. And then, like, I just decided, like, after I graduated high school, or after I graduated college, I was like, you know what, fuck it. I'm gonna start interacting with this community that I'm genuinely excited about engaging with. And yeah, it's been kind of a wild ride in terms of, like, meeting a lot of people I never thought I would. Like, you know, artists that I grew up watching. Be very careful when putting the words vor and butt next to each other. Absolutely. That's the most dangerous thing you can be doing. I feel like the I'm not into X but is just like, you have to be, like, if you're saying that, you have to be okay with everyone just collectively agreeing. It's like, yeah, you're into that thing. And like, look, this is a kink, as you know, we discuss kink here a lot because, you know, this is the furry fandom and I'm pretty, you know, I'm pretty like laid back about like a lot of stuff. And so kink discussion just like happens. Also, because, you know, being in the furry space means kink inevitably happens as well. Why do I feel like I recognize this song? Bullying Starkey, Fortnite, Superman, Swariel is a brat. That last one will actually summon Swariel if he is here. But no, like, we discuss stuff like that a lot of the time, and honestly, like, I think it's just cool that like this song sounds like something from a Hunchback. I was like, this is giving me like like, what's the fucking Phantom of the Opera sequel? Love Never Dies. This is giving me like Love Never Dies. It has a sequel? Oh no! I get to ruin another person's. Don't say that. I said I'm not into vor, but when to make. Yeah, it's too late. It's too late. You're just into it at this point. I'm so sorry. Okay, let me ruin multiple people's days by introducing you to the wonderful world of like canon fan fiction. Please respect Arknights. Understandable. So, it's Edgar Wright. Also, Let's Hurt Jaren. Phantom of the Opera has one good song, just like Cats. Edgar Wright is the person who wrote Phantom of the Opera, right? Edgar Wright is the, I believe, the original writer for Phantom of the Opera. Famously, after writing and releasing Phantom of the Opera, he had a very, very messy divorce with his wife. And then proceeded to write a sequel to Phantom of the Opera that follows, and I'm not shitting you, it follows archetypes from fan fiction. Namely, that it turns the hero, the main character, like the male lead from Phantom of the Opera into an abusive alcoholic, and reveals that the child of the female lead from Phantom of the Opera was actually the Phantom of the Opera's. Which leads to a lot of really fucking funny songs, such as the song where they sing about how they had sex one time 10 years ago. The Phantom and the female lead from the original the original fucking musical. There's an entire song dedicated to how they banged that one time. Starkey, the musical author is Andrew Lloyd Webber. Okay, that was it. I couldn't fucking remember. You think I don't remember names? I actually struggle so much with remembering names. But yeah, Andrew Lloyd Webber famously went through a very, very rough break with his wife, and he made so many musicals. Yes, and here's the thing: I've never seen a single musical. I've never seen a single like Broadway's musical. Sorry, I just remembered. What's up? But yeah, no. Andrew Lloyd Webber. His divorce with his wife went so poorly, he hired a fanfic writer to write Love Never Dies, the sequel where the female lead went with the wrong man initially, and then she dies at the end. No good musicals. Never Had I. Gumball, Season 7 Gets Wild. Oh, I'd believe it. To be fair, I feel like Gumball was kept in check by Cartoon Network. Now that they've got like their own... Like, now that they're able to do their own thing, I feel like it's gonna get, like, way more wacky and wild. Just look at the thumbnail of the vid I sent you. As I know, folks who hate Andrew Lloyd Webber, and if I remember correctly, he's a bad person to boot, I would believe it. Not an actual fanfiction writer, mind you, just a guy who writes so bad you could compare to low-tier fanfiction. At the very least, the trope of fan fiction rewriting a love triangle, so that way the couple that ended up together are actually deeply toxic for each other, was very much employed in it was very much employed in Love Never Dies. Also, yeah, the end, the female and male lead from the original Phantom of the Opera are both dead, and the Phantom of the Opera now has to take care of his bastard son that he had with the female lead. Love Never Dies is such a bizarre... Like, the fact that it exists is wild. They have a phone sex joke between Gumball and Darwin. I believe it. There's a fucking not not to get too current history with this, but there was apparently an episode of Gumball where Darwin watches a health and safety video that scares the shit out of him, so he tries to make everything kid friendly and ends up becoming a tyrannical fascist. Who put this in? Who put this? Oh, Shiano. Oh, Shiano, what is All About That Bass Cupcake remix doing in my playlist? As one does. Yep. This is fucking criminal, by the way. This might be the most illegal. Because this is already a fucking, like, this song is already laden with innuendo. So you're just making the innuendo as explicit as possible, and I respect it, but I also I don't like it. Pusey, welcome on, Arden. Glad to you, sweet bean. Give me a show for Arden. Fellow bird streamer. Go attack this. Go attack this fellow bird. And make sure he is aware of his crimes. I don't like the fact that, like, I can see... No, don't. All right, thank you, Kasai. I didn't see that initially. Yeah, go give Bird follow. Go follow Bird. I'm realizing I've wound up deep in bird furry circles. Yeah, well, here's the thing. Like, bird furries really do tend to flock together. I hate this. I hate the thing that I'm listening to right now. Birds of a Feather. Yeah, like, unironically. Unironically, like, birds do tend to flock together for whatever reason. I think it's because, like, I feel like it's because, like, bird sonas are so comparatively rare that, like, we do tend to be like, all right, if you know one bird, like, that bird knows another bird. Arden is one not. Yeah, Arden is much more sussy than I am. Is this Lois Griffin sings Love Like PETA? Welcome back, Ilianos. Are you... I respect the emote space that you're renting out from Arden. I'm a big fan of the Pex emote. What in God's green earth? Who put this in here? Kasai, what the fuck? They deserve it. Here's the thing. I think that buff fox sonas are, like, surprisingly rare. And I'm a big fan of them. Yeah, Arden agreed to host my emote. Very sussy of him. For free. I mean, listen, we all know why Arden's hosting that emote. What's all why is there so much fucking rust? Girl. You gotta clean your doors. You did pay me in points. That is also, like, a great way to be like, yeah, like, if, like, unfortunately, like, I don't really have a whole lot of emote spaces left, but I could shift some stuff over to, like, bit emotes. I was gonna do it regardless. I have King of the Hill slot. I will say, it is impressive to be able to sing relatively on tune with the Lois Griffin voice. What are you? Pixie Dust Extractor Tank. There's no pixies in here. This isn't an extractor tank. It's just a fucking tank. God, this awakens ancient demons from my early internet days. Who did this? Cyberventure, how dare you? Why is Bob? Welcome on in, Raiders. Good afternoon. For those who don't know, start more figure cast during the internet. Right, stream live every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday from 7 to 10 PEST. Mostly I play indie games, however, every Tuesday for the last year and a half, we learned how to do smart. How are you holding up, though, you sweet bun? How was peak? Did you peak? Obligatory, you know, if you're gonna, like, you know, if you're gonna receive a peak raid, you gotta make the joke. I think they added the Mesa, right? Because that's like an alternative for the Alpine. I need to actually like give that a shot to see what it's like. Because like I am kind of curious to see what they're gonna like. Peak was fun. We did not peak though. Got to the kill and took a burn bath. That'll happen. Kiln does not take any prisoners. I'm playing right now. What Ascent are you playing on? Clearly you aren't playing on Ascent 7. I'm kidding, of course. This shit was one of the first things someone decided to show me on YouTube. I think this is the moment that, like, the internet really crystallized into the fucking nightmare that it would go on to become just default. That's fair. I played, okay, so I'm at this point, I am doing, like, higher Ascents, because I do want to get the, I at least want to get the Owl badge. If not the Goat badge. And it does look like the like additions they're adding are like relatively like, you know, they're manageable, all things considered. I generally, the funny thing is like when I play it solo so much. I actually like I get fucking weirdly good at friend slop games, which is actually like a problem. Because it means that like I would feel bad, like, you know. Like I get too into friend slop games. I would love to get the Owl badge. I thought it was a sash. I think it's for like completing a certain ascent level. I love doing that. Because like, you know, I was humming and hawing over like if repo would be a flash in the pan long enough that it ended up becoming a flash in the pan. I feel like people still play repo, but it's not necessarily you know, it doesn't necessarily see a whole lot of play now. Like it's, you know, it's still play, but what is in his Owl? I have no idea. It's more than 6. What? Starkey, what? Whap! I play them all the time. You know what? Fair enough. That is fair. I personally am very, very bad about just DM me. Okay, they're like, see, therein lies the problem. My fucking, my perpetually exhausted ass never remembers to DM people to be like, hey, we should figure this out. I should, don't get me wrong, this is my own personal failing, but also like I like literally just be like I need someone to fucking grip me by like my fucking Borb wings and be like, all right, fucker, we're gonna play friend slot together. I still have to play Reaper, but most of my gaming friends are done with it. Friend slop, it's me, I'm a mess, and friendship. Welcome on a Brigandor. Glad I have you, sweet fan. You're not a mess, you're a yin. I'm gonna add on your to-do list to set up some MTG something. That's fair. I do want to play like MTG at some point. Those two things are not explosive. I read exclusive. My brain said exclusive. My lips said explosive. That's frustrating. That's one of those like lips moment. But no, I definitely would love to do more like collab stuff. I don't necessarily know that I want to do Magic the Gathering. Magic the Gathering, because it's like, I would, if I was invited to someone else's channel to play Magic the Gathering, I 100% would be down. I think the issue is, like, I don't want to be streaming while playing Magic the Gathering. Also, green nozzle, oof, yellow nozzle, best nozzle. I mean, to be fair, like, it doesn't really matter what nozzle I'm working with. I'll be honest with you, I don't necessarily, like, actively think about the nozzles I'm using. Oh, god damn it. Well, I have to think about it here. Because there's so much fucking rust. It baked in all this metal. It does feel like, I don't know, maybe it's a me thing. I feel like if you're, like, power washing off rust, isn't the layer underneath just gonna rust as well? You add, like, some kind of, like, sealant to, like, make sure that it doesn't just, like, re-rust over. I guess if your rust takes, like, a little bit to reform, but still, like, I don't know. I feel like if you're going through the effort to power wash something, you probably want to, like, you know, long-term proof it for a bit. I thought I heard you say power wash off musk, not rust. Listen, no one shows up to this stream stinky, right? No one here is stinky, right? Fuck, wrong button. I've had this Steam Deck for, like, so long. I'm of course kidding. Just so long as you're not, like, here's the thing. Be whatever, just be respectful of other people around you. Don't be stinky in a place where other people could potentially, like, who don't want to deal with that might have to. Okay, I'm gonna hop out and grab some food and stuff. So I'll lurk for a bit. Have a good stream, Starkey, for sure. Thank you for bringing it over, you sweet bean. I was mid de-stretching, so I did the thing where, like, all of it, you know, it might sound a bit odd. Cooks fish in your microwave. I mean, okay, you kid, but, like, I did make salmon cakes for lunch this week, so, I am in fact reheating fish in my microwave. But also, you know, I'm not inflicting that on anyone else, so. You know, the only person that's got to deal with that is me. I'm not stinky, not me. No, you know, no stinky loud. You can be stinky, no stinky allowed in public. You can be stinky in private. That is acceptable. Brings a microwave to Starkey's workplace. My workplace has a microwave. Like, there's already a microwave there. You don't need to bring another microwave. Brings a can of tuna. I feel like at that point, like, you're going to get shot. Also, because, like, I work for the state of Indiana, and you don't have a badge. So you would need to come in, and I feel like if the only thing, like, they would find the can of tuna. They would know you're bringing in a can of tuna. They'd be like, why the fuck are you bringing in this can of tuna? Unless you're, like, going to show up at my house with a can of tuna, in which case it's on site. We were throwing down like it's a Denny's parking lot. If you show up at my house with a can of tuna and no explanation of how you A, found my location, and B, made it there. I'm using the vents. Alright, you fucking imposter. So this is definitely, this is Gerson's theme, right? I guess, you know. All right. I will say, if there's one thing really funny going from, like, chapters 3 to chapter 4 of Deltarune, the fucking, the immediate, like, disparity between the two super bosses in those two games is fucking wild. Microwave tuna in the office space. If you, like, here's the thing. If you do that in an office space, like, I think, like, legally speaking, your life is forfeit. Like, I don't think you will be held, you know, I don't think anyone who makes an attempt to silence your very being will be held, you know, liable for that. There we go. You will disappear and HR will look the other way. Exactly. At the very least, like, I feel like the order in terms of like who gets to take the first shot is like, it's definitely like who is closest to the kitchen. Like the order is like, you know, the order of like who gets to take shots when is like definitely like directly proportional to like how close their desk is to the kitchen. You know, the person who's got to deal with the smell the most, like they definitely get to take the first you know, the first literal shot with a magnum. And for all this, like, you know, for all this thing, I'm trying to think, like, I think I reheated shrimp once in the office, and that was like the closest I ever, like, I specifically avoid. Oh no, wait, I definitely reheated a fish once. I definitely reheated fish once in the office. But it was poached fish, so like none of the fishy smell was still there. Oh wait, no, I remember now. I specifically did not reheat that salmon. I poached the salmon and then ate it cold, so I wouldn't risk stinking up the place by reheating it. It was good salmon, to be fair. I don't necessarily know if it would have tasted any better warm, too, which is kind of the wild thing. Alright. We should have at Starkey's house. I'll like most likely have a 55-gallon drum of tuna salad. Why are you buying an industrial? Okay, I guess to be fair, you can't really say industrial grade because actually, to be fair, 55 gallons is definitely industrial grade. How the fuck are you getting an industrial grade drum of tuna salad? Like, no, like I actually want an answer for this. Are you preparing an industrial amount of tuna salad and bringing it to me? No, like, fucking Costco doesn't make industrial-grade drums of tuna salad. Yes? Like, that's so much fucking tuna. I have a 55-gallon barrel, just need to make the tuna salad. Okay, question. When you make tuna or chicken salad, do you put onions in there? Do you put, like, raw onions? This is, like, I actually, this is, like, a sincere question, because people give me fucking, because I'm, like, I don't like the crunch it adds. I'm not a huge, like, I don't like the crunch that a fucking raw onion adds to a tuna salad. So, like, I just don't put it in there. And people are like, oh, you're just fucking mixing mayonnaise with chicken or tuna. I'm like, yeah, that's what a fucking tuna and chicken salad is. Literally, I'm just removing the fucking onion. Like, I'm removing the onion. What about a caramel apple? Sometimes I finally chop a red onion in a chicken salad. Sometimes I'd add onions, but normally it's tuna vinegar and mayo. I've actually considered, like, what if I caramelize the onions? Like, if I do, like, a mirepoix and then, like, mix that into, like, some, like, rotisserie chicken and, like, use that as, like, the base for a chicken salad, that might actually work. That having been said, there's like one very clear sin. Do not put fucking fruit in your. I had a chicken salad once where they put goddamn mandarin oranges in the chicken salad, and I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? What alien planet did you come from where they put mandarin orange slices in the goddamn chicken salad? I'll be honest, like, I tend to be a pretty laid back person, but like, I bit into a single bite of the chicken salad sandwich, and I'm like, why is there an orange here? I've seen sliced grapes and chickens. Yeah, that's fucking heresy. I will have you publicly tried for crimes against food. Do not put fruit in chicken salad. Like, okay, people who put, like, nuts in chicken salad. Like, okay, you're on thin fucking ice, but I can understand it. People who put fruit in chicken salad, no, never. Unforgivable. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Prison immediately. But never oranges? What? I threw away that chicken salad. I'm like, I'm not fucking eating this. This chicken salad sucks. I think it was, like, store-bought chicken salad, too, which makes it all the more bizarre. Why was there orange slices in chicken salad? Because it was like it's not like a navel orange where it's big. It's like the, think of like the petite, like very, very small mandarin orange slices. It's like, it's one of those things where it's like it hid. I didn't see it until I bit into it, and I'm like, what the fuck's wrong with you? Guilty if you do that, and guilty for the lawyer and their Uber driver too. Like, I was so flabbergasted that my brain literally, like, fucking carved into my memory. I'm like, people do this. People eat like this. And like, I think I became a worse person that day when I gained that knowledge. That there are people out there who would do that. And like, here's the thing. I'm a raisin apologist. I'll admit to that much. I think raisins get a lot more shit than they deserve. I think they're genuinely a tasty snack. I think a lot of the times people give raisins bullshit because they're like, they hate it because of the fucking the bait and switch with the oatmeal raisin cookie. I like an oatmeal raisin cookie. Don't put fucking raisins. Don't put raisins in your chicken salad. The fruit ban extends to raisins. Do not put raisins in a chicken salad, or you and I will have words. So the person who puts oranges in chicken salad, shame on you, shame on your ancestors, shame on your cow. At school, to teach the 5 groups, we made a wrap with lettuce, chicken, lettuce, ranch, and oranges. I will never forget that. Yeah, that's just straight up trauma. I'm gonna be 100% with you. That is a trauma memory. I'm genuinely like, because like, okay, you could actually get away. You could fucking put tomato on it. It is a fruit. Nutritionally speaking, tomato is closer to a fruit than it is like what we classically think of as a vegetable. But also, like, I guess if you're trying to teach like children about like, if you wonder why I am the way that I am, it does. The more Kasai lore I unlock, the more I understand that there are reasons to explain the way that you are. Food crimes. But I guess, like, if you're trying to be like, oh, like, this is, like, you don't want to introduce tomato as a fruit and, like, confuse these kids. You're like, let's go with what, what's a fruit that they would recognize immediately as a fruit. And I'm like, you've kind of fucked yourself because, like, there really isn't, like, any single food item out there that has all 5 groups in it. Okay, no, never mind. I can think of one way you can structure. I can think of one way you can structure. Not pizza. I was actually thinking a carrot cake. Because you can sneak fruit into a carrot cake just fine, but you got the carrot for the vegetable. You can put nuts in there for the protein. And then you have like the fruits and then the fat, which is like probably the icing. Pizza could also work because I am not a Hawaiian pizza hater. I am a Hawaiian pizza. Let's enable the meme about how awful Hawaiian pizza is. I will eat Hawaiian pizza if it is provided to me. I will not order it actively. I don't hate it. I don't think it's great. but I think it's funny to watch people argue over it. So I 100% am on the side of like, whatever side someone takes on the pineapple pizza argument, I take the other side just to get people heated. There's a lot you can sneak into a brownie. But like, you know, so like, but pineapple pizza is in fact all five food groups combined on a pizza. Like that is all 5 food groups in a single consumable thing. I get chicken and pineapple pizza religiously. I'm just like not a huge fan of pineapple. I think it's an overrated fruit. Like that actually, like, that might be my hottest take, but I sincerely believe pineapple is massively overrated. Because it's like the #1 fruit. And would you believe it, it's also like the fruit that has the highest sugar content. Like it is, I just like if you like pineapple, that's great, but also like acknowledge that like it is, I would argue, probably the most basic choice. Try pineapple with bacon, chicken and feta. I thought apples would be the most overrated fruit. #1 for whom? Pineapple, so like they did a ranking based on like what was everyone's favorite fruits, and pineapple was like the most frequently cited favorite fruit. We love pineapple flavored cream. Yeah, Gadget. Can we shout out for Gadget? Welcome on in, sussy cat slime. Pineapple used to cost $5K. But yeah, no, like it is very frequently like I anecdotally, I can also back up that, like, yeah, people who like pineapple really fucking love pineapple. I'm not a pineapple lover, and I'm just like, what do you mean I'm not sussy? Whatever you need to tell yourself to sleep at night. I'm of course joking. Nothing wrong with being sussy. You just gotta own it. I recognize that I say some sussy shit a lot of the time. Like, you know, sometimes without meaning to. The fucking, what was the thing recently where I accidentally like verbally did the thing on Friday? What was I was talking about something and then I misspoke in a way that like people, it was, oh fuck, who was, I remember. I feel like it was close. Oh yeah, that's right. I think I said like Bowser is coming, or, like Asgore is coming, and people immediately was like, "Yeah, Starkey." I mean, you didn't see the art on Blue Sky. Which art? Because I definitely I was lurking when Kyoju drew you, and I did see the Delos piece. So like you might have to be a touch more specific to remind me. Yeah, Kyoju does really good work. I would love to commission him someday. There's like so many friends I want to support as artists. Where I'm just like, I wish I had money. I would throw so much money at you. All right. But yeah, for now I will content myself with learning how to draw my friends so that way I can make them gift art. With expecting nothing in return, but just because I'm like, I want to support them. So I'll be like, hey, art gives you art. It shows appreciation, but via art. I got 3 pieces of art, 4 with Growly's raffle. God damn. Part of me is like, how the fuck you got that much like raffle luck? But then I also have to remind myself, I'm like, people aren't usually as busy as I am. Because like, you know, that I can only stick around for like you know, I hung around the Kyoju thing. I hung around like Blur's stream. Like I definitely partake in raffles. I just don't do it enough to like see consistent results. That was not supposed to be in response. Listen. Are you on mobile? Because if so, I understand. Mobile brings with it many a struggle. But yeah, no. Got a Delos Kyoju Growly and one gift piece from Corin Darkfire. Damn, that's incredible, actually. But hey, like I'm sincerely glad for you. Maybe someday I'll be able to. Mostly, I'm just like, you know, I don't necessarily like ever enter a raffle expecting to win. Most of the time, I'm just like, hey, well, you know, one more. Because like a lot of the times, like, you know, I have like on like in my mind like things that I would like to get commissioned at some point, where that I can have as like handy in case I like want a suggestion, and that's nice, but also mostly I'm just like, yeah, one more person to the one more person to the void. Also, it is funny to think about like my luck does some weird shit where it runs in spurts. Like my luck does not matter unless it's like life-threateningly serious. I've lucked out in situations where like I could have very easily died, or like in cases where like exclusively does not matter in the slightest. And Corin calls me his little adult fun toy, and I called him out on saying it. If there is an art, it doesn't exist. He's got someone to make it. Goddamn. No, I got full food brain. Listen, that's I respect that. That is someone who's willing to put their money where their mouth is. And you are merely the victim. In fair, that is also the danger of being a brat, so would you want to see it? I'm relatively like, here's the thing. I'm relatively comfortable seeing not safe work. Like from just about anything, so long as it's not like a kink I actively am displeased by. It's just like, you know, and if I do see it, I will respond. Ref sheets are a lost art key. Oh yeah, for sure. Just don't expect me to be like precipitate horny behavior from seeing suggestive art. You know, I tend to be very like, you know, like I have in my mind like people I'm comfortable, you know, expressing suggestive thoughts around. And it is a relatively small number of peeps. But yeah, like, you know, I'll still be happy to look at art and be like, yeah, this is like really well made. But you know, like ref sheets definitely are a lot. No, it's full PP of him in my slime form. Yeah, I'm content to see that. It was impossible for me to die as a kid, even crossing the street without looking. If I died, I mean, I wouldn't be here now, would I? That's some, you know, I think there's a term for that. I think it's called a fallacy. I want to say it's called the ex post facto fallacy. I might be misremembering though. I need to brush up on my fallacies in case I ever need to use Reddit again. Is it a fallacy if Kasai is here today? Yes. I guess it's like survivorship bias. Because if Kasai weren't here today, we wouldn't be having this conversation. Like, it's possible for me to die in the future, just not in the past. I suppose so, but also the future and the past don't exist in like discrete form. Only the present does. So like I fail to see the connection. So on Discord, I'll be sure to check it out after stream. What are potion mixing box? I can't imagine that this is compliant with OSHA in terms of like time isn't real. Yeah, time is just a fictitious understanding of like, you know, entropic decay. It's just a construct of the human mind. I actually have in my I have to some degree put into consideration that maybe time is a either time or distance needs to be a construction of human understanding. One of the two needs to be. Because the speed of causality is an absolute, and time and distance are the two figures of that. Maybe they're both human constructs. Nudity doesn't bother me. I just expect it to be in sexual content because it usually is. I mean, of course it's not OSHA compliant. They don't even have dental. Oh, that's right. They don't even have dental. Anyway, what to think? I'll go back to lurking. I met with a himbo this evening and watching memes. Have fun watching the sins of humans and chatting with folks. For sure. Have fun with your himbo. Where's my himbo? Why is the universe so cruel that I can't have my own fucking himbo? The world, the universe, so mean. But nah, like it will love will show me where it shall come up. The song is what caused me to accidentally make a D&D campaign. But yeah, no, I'm relatively like, you know, I'm content flying solo until the right person comes along. Doesn't necessarily mean that I'm like off the market. It just means I'm indifferent. I can't fucking use dating apps. Dating apps make me genuinely so depressed. I look at them and I'm just like, I don't know which of you people are worth interacting with. I'm like, okay, I see your interests, but like, you know, I'm like, I don't necessarily know if like that, like, okay, we have a thing we can talk about, but like, that doesn't necessarily like guarantee an interesting conversation. That's the thing. It's like and then, like, it's not necessarily to say like, oh, like, you know, bad conversationalists are like a turnoff. It's more just like I think like in general I find myself more attracted to people that like I find myself being able to have a like meaningful conversation with. Even if it's just like, you know, it doesn't necessarily to be like, oh, it's like, you know, what are your dreams and aspirations? It could just be like, hey, like, what's this thing that you're like really passionate about? And then like getting to like really hear them vocalize their passion. I don't know. I find that appealing. Might just be the Demi thing though. We are actually at the end of the queue. So here, let me go on my personal playlist, and we can write out the rest of the stream. Let me go and go something a little bit. There we go. So something a little bit more higher energy. All right. I should play this game but not stepping on anything needing washing. I mean, that is literally just Super Mario Sunshine. That is Super Mario Sunshine the experience. I kind of want to play Super Mario Sunshine on stream at some point. I need to do like my once every 5 years 100% playthrough. I do love that game. For all of its very many very serious faults, it is such a fun game. Sounds hellish. It's not actually that bad. Like once you get used to the systems, like once you get used enough to the bullshit the game does throw at you, it actually goes relatively easily. Though like the big part of it that is annoying is like occasionally I'll just like miss 1 or 2 blue coins, and then trying to figure out which blue coin I'm missing is always a pain. Songbird Symphony and No More Future are things you need. Oh, that's right. I need to play Songbird Symphony at some point. That is actually on the playlist. Currently the next one up to finish is gonna be Clair Obscure, so we will be probably mainlining that on Mondays until it's done. With no more distractions this time, now that Deltarune's out of the way. I say that, but like Silksong could release, and at which point I'm like, well, so much for that no distractions bit, huh? Part of me is like, do I even want to play Silksong live on stream? Because like, I'm going to like, sounds like a Silk post to be honest. Like I will be like, it might be like the case where I'm just like, am I better off just like not streaming that week and just like mainlining the game? It's like I don't want to rush the experience, but I also like don't want to like, you know, it's a balance. Like to some degree, in like a you know, you do a second playthrough on stream, I suppose that's fair. To some degree, in a world where like content binging is like basically, you know, evergreen, like because we, you know, with Netflix and all that stuff where like they just post entire seasons of shows, I actually do I do think that there is validity in like taking your time and really enjoying something, you know, like limiting yourself to the amount of it that you want to experience, and then like letting your brain really like soak up and enjoy it. A subathon. What I might do is like play it in my free time and then like do like maybe like a randomizer. That could be fun. Because I'm sure I'm sure there's gonna be a randomizer released for it. It is like an inevitability. Silkathon. Have you ever done a subathon? Nope. Well, because the big thing was like, subathons are like kind of a hard sell for me personally because like I do work full time. And it's one of those things where it's like it is. It seems like it's a bit more of like the full-time streamers style thing, at least until like, you know, Lunar did his like subathon where he like, you know, he would basically like stream a specific number of hours each day until the timer was down, and like continue a streak of that, which does seem a bit more doable for me personally. Also, we're about to run our last 3-minute ads. We run this every hour to turn off pre-rolls. People don't have to deal with ads as soon as they join the stream. Feel free to go grab a snack, go hydrate. We'll be around here when you come back. So you just experienced Art Nirvana. DuckDuckGo is a thing that... Yes! No, I discovered that a while ago, and it was so nice to discover that DuckDuckGo has a feature that lets you hide AI shit. Want a break from the ads? I never really know what to do with ad breaks, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, do I keep playing the thing? Like, I don't know. I'ma squeeze your pepperonis. Thank you for the follow-up, Slapjack. What have you been? That name is actually really fucking amazing. I respect the fuck out of that name. That name has incredibly threatening or like energy without actually being threatening. And I respect that kind of energy. Oh, thanks for reminding me I can do a thing. Sounds like a Cupcake lyric. Oh, what happened? Twitch, why are you breaking? Usually when that happens, that means someone did something, and then Twitch just takes forever to actually update. When the pop goes off, but nothing else does. Boy, Twitch sure is a functional and consistent website. Oh my god, checking to make sure I didn't drop any frames. Nope, no drop frames, luckily. Alright. This path is almost done. Twitch is the perfect website with no faults ever. Since Twitch is broken, Brig, did you subscribe? Because if so, thank you. Usually that's what the pop means. Usually I think the pop only goes off for subscriptions. Or if you gifted a sub also. Although like if you did gift a sub, why the fuck Twitch sure is a website. It is a website of all time. You thought it was subscribe, but it was me, Brig. Wait, hold on. I disabled the fucking song queue. How is there so much shit in the song? Okay. Well, we're gonna start tomorrow off with a lot of songs in the song queue. That's what I'm learning. I disabled the song. Like, I'm on my backup playlist. I actually I love the Gojo Milkshake Man song. You're welcome. But also, I assume that was you subscribing. Thank you for the subscription. Enjoy the afternoon, my sweet bean. Now you get to dodge the ads. You get to see me chat about the things I talk about in the ads, which is, I mean, to be perfectly honest, the same thing I talk about every time, which is usually like a large man. me when men. All right. Oh no, Kay was the one filling the song queue. Oh no, I? Okay. Well, no, it was more about the pop. The pop that went off, and then Twitch has decided to not tell me what happened that caused the fucking, like, the confetti explosion to happen. Very cool and normal, Twitch. I definitely really appreciate it. I don't even know if it's like an API thing or if it's just like, it's the curse of the affiliate. The curse of the forever affiliate. Not that I'm too bothered, per se, by the idea of the forever affiliate. Twitch said it's a seed. Something happened. What happened, Twitch? Can't tell you. It's a secret, you see. Can't tell you. No, can do. It was pretty important, you know. We sent an API alert, but like, you know, can't tell you. No can do. Sorry about that. If you wanted to know, you probably shouldn't have been such a scrub. I'm like, okay, cool, thanks, Twitch. You see, here I've characterized Twitch as being incredibly combative because I don't know. Mostly because you know, there are times where I look at like the stuff Twitch is doing. I'm like, why are you like this? Like, I'm still, like, genuinely perplexed by the changes they made because of quote-unquote view botting. And I'm like, that's not an issue. Like, it's literally no one's... I don't know, man. Like, does anyone care? No? Okay, cool. Why are we making these changes that, like, potentially could impact, like, smaller streamers? And the answer is because they hate the small streamers. That is a joke. I you know, for legal reasons, I'm sure Twitch doesn't do anything explicitly to negatively impact smaller streamers. It is just sheer happenstance that most of the changes they make do negatively impact smaller streamers. If they were like, because like, remember when stream hosting was a thing? Where you could like host streams to like, like make it so that way like the people, like, Twitch is so small streamer pilled. Like it used to be the case that you could host someone's stream like while you were offline. So that way if someone came to your channel, they would see that person's stream. Which also had the like side benefit of like slightly bumping up like that person's stream visibility. And then Twitch got rid of it because I'm not really sure, to be honest. It was one of those decisions where even at the time we're like, why did you do this? I don't know. The big frustration is like, visibility on Twitch is tough, but also visibility on like every social media platform is bad. So it's like, okay, cool. You know, if it was because they couldn't run ads that way. That's okay, but like then you fix the fact that like you can't, like, why can't you run ads like that? That the issue isn't taking away a tool for like communities to help discover each other. The issue is to fix your fucking small indie company, small indie can't complain. It's free small. indie company for you to stream on. That would take more work. Ah, you see there. Yeah. Now I understand. I don't know, man. I love the people on Twitch. I love the community, like on Twitch. I love like the devs of Twitch who actually do care. It's hard sometimes to not feel like it is very, very corporate. Like that most of the issues are a result of like corporate mandated nonsense. We gotta let John Twitcher rest. Remember when you said, remember when you could host streams? Yeah, well, that was what I was talking about. Like, it's like you used to be able to host streams. That used to be like an entire thing. Like, there was an entire fucking cottage industry of small streamers, like, helping each other to, like, gain more visibility. Like, I don't know. And then, you know, it just kind of disappeared because I guess they didn't want to fix their platform? But yeah, that's, you know, I suppose that's also like coming from the mindset of someone who's like, yeah, I would like to expand my community because like I don't know. I guess I would just like I would like for their, you know, I'd like for my community to grow. And you know, the ways to do that authentically are unfortunately kind of extremely luck based. It's like it's a combination of luck and effort. Like you need to put in the effort to get the chance to get lucky. And of course, like, you know, certain people just don't necessarily click with, like my style of comedy / streaming is very, it's not necessarily super conducive to like, you know, the short form content that has really good discoverability. You know? Like, I am the kind of person who will never take off on TikTok or YouTube Shorts because the kind of jokes I make aren't aren't conducive to like that style of platform. Which I guess is like it's a natural like weirdo deterrent, I suppose. For people who are like, I've known you for like 30 whole seconds and you're now my entire life and well-being. Too big brain to be popular on TikTok. I don't even necessarily think I'm too big brain to be popular on TikTok. There are people much smarter than me who succeed on TikTok. It's just like, I think the big thing is like, I guess I'm like too precious with my jokes to really like make full use of the TikTok algorithm. You know, I don't like immediately introducing something with like, you know, like bombast. I like to build up to like a good punchline, but that doesn't catch people. Too big to be on. You know? And so like at some point you know, I have to be like, okay. That having been said, I should probably give it more of a try. Like I should probably edit some more of my videos and give it like, you know, see how they do, because like I do have like, now that I understand better how the algorithm works, I can work with it. The big thing is that that's currently like low priority on the list of things that I need to be doing with my life. Number one priority is moving, which unfortunately takes a substantial amount of time, effort, and general other resources. Also, we are. Let me finish up this wall skirting, and let me finish up this wall, and I think we'll get ready to wrap up. Welcome on, Dracorex. Thank you for the time loop. You know what? This time loop should hopefully last us until the end of stream. But also, if you're new here, the time loop is a redeem I made that I probably should have removed long ago, but it plays Coconut Mall, but it never starts. And each time through the loop, there's a 1/30 chance we escape, and if we don't, we go back into the loop again and again and again. And you see, there's no deterministic point at which it's guaranteed to end. It could go on for hours. Why would you remove the best redeem? Because I'll be honest with you, like, to some degree, I think, like, my style of, like, streaming tends to be more, like, laid back and cozy, and I feel like the Coconut Mall is the opposite of that. You know? I see y'all are getting your gremlinery out right before the fucking stream's over. Stop with the, stop. No, stop with the Pikmin. No, fucking, okay. That's a lot of Pikmin, actually. I'm not gonna live through this, am I? Alright, anyways, farewell. I think I might just move it more to, like, you know, like, give y'all the access to gremlinery, but just make it, like, a little more of an upfront cost, like a lower participation rate. Like, let chat decide what kind of mood they're in. If they're like, yeah, we want to bring the grem energy today, then, like, you know, give them the opportunity to. The fixed morph is also available. Why are you scanning me? I don't like that scan. You're scanning me while I'm dead. It's very rude, to be honest with you. It's out of stock? What do you mean it's out of stock? Can't fix? What? Hold on. Oh my god, I have so many fucking redeems. Why is it paused? Oh, you know what? It's probably because, I think it's because, okay. Alright, should be enabled now. This time loop will never end. I've not eaten, like, a substantial dinner. Why are you all doing this? Alright, cool, it's over. We're free. We're free from this time loop. I think you have way too much power with your point, Tom. I give you way too much ability to I don't even know what happened. Where's the Borb? The Borb... Oh... Alright, I guess the Borb just didn't show up. The Borb didn't show up for work today. Girly, same. Girl, listen, it's called self-care, sweetie. Sometimes you just gotta, like,